Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. Pakistan has bombed Afghan Taliban government targets in Afghanistan's major cities overnight, with Pakistan's defense minister describing the conflict as open war. Security sources in Pakistan said the strikes involved air and ground strikes against Taliban posts, headquarters and ammunition depots in multiple sectors along the border. A Pakistani government spokesperson said 133 Afghan Taliban were killed and more than 200 wounded, with 27 posts destroyed and 9 captured. Defense Minister Khawaja Asif said Pakistan's cup of patience has overflowed. Now it is open war. Taliban spokesperson Zabihullah Mujahid said Pakistani forces carried out airstrikes in parts of Kabul, Kandahar and Paktia. Meanwhile, Iran has stepped forward with an offer to mediate, urging both Pakistan and Afghanistan to resolve their differences through dialogue and cooperation. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi said Tehran is ready to provide all possible assistance to facilitate constructive engagement between Kabul and Islamabad. In a statement posted on X, Araghchi said Iran is prepared to help facilitate dialogue between Pakistan and Afghanistan. On the other hand, the United States and Iran have made progress in talks over Tehran's nuclear program, but hours of negotiation ended with no sign of a breakthrough that could avert potential US strikes amid a massive military buildup. Omani Foreign Minister Saeed Badr al-Busaidi said in a post on X after the day's meetings in Switzerland that the two sides plan to resume negotiations soon after consultations in their countries' capitals, with technical-level discussions scheduled to take place next week in Vienna. Al-Busaidi will hold talks with US Vice President J.D. Vance and other US officials in Washington today. The US Central Intelligence Agency has launched a fresh social media campaign aimed at recruiting Iranians, publishing new Farsi-language instructions on how to securely contact the agency. The move comes amid heightened tensions as President Donald Trump oversees a major US military buildup in the Middle East. Washington has signaled that military action remains a possibility if upcoming nuclear talks with Tehran fail to produce an agreement. Former US Secretary of State Hillary Clinton has told a congressional committee that she did not remember ever meeting the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein and had no information to share about his criminal activities. Clinton said in a statement that she did not recall ever encountering Mr. Epstein and never flew on his plane or visited his island, homes or offices. Following a 7-hour appearance before the panel, Clinton told reporters she repeatedly was asked the same questions throughout the day, but that she also offered some suggestions on conducting the investigation. Images of debris from recent Russian strikes on Ukraine have indicated that Moscow may have used a cruise missile, once at the center of a landmark nuclear arms treaty dispute. Two weapons experts say that fragments recovered from the scene strongly suggest the missile involved is the same nuclear-capable system whose development prompted then US President Donald Trump to withdraw from a major arms control pact during his first term. The analysis is based on images of missile fragments provided by Ukrainian law enforcement sources, marking the first visual evidence publicly reported to corroborate Russia's alleged use of the weapon. Russia has criticized European Union plans to permanently ban Russian oil imports, with Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova saying only a madman would propose such a move. The European Commission is expected to submit a legal proposal regarding the ban in mid-April. Moscow also warned it would retaliate after the EU decided to reduce Russia's diplomatic representation in Brussels to 40 staff. Zakharova called the measure discriminatory and said it showed the bloc did not merit a role in negotiations to end the war in Ukraine. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.